Hey everybody, this is John from johnsThomas.com, and today we're going to be talking about installing WordPress. And we're going to be installing it on a cPanel. If you have a shared hosting account, like with, say, HostGator or Bluehost or DreamHost or one of those hosting companies, even with GoDaddy now, you are probably on a cPanel install. Cpanel is pretty straightforward. You have a bunch of options, and that's that. So I'm going to show you the right way to install WordPress. Now, a lot of people will just take you into the cPanel. You'll click Fantastico, you'll click WordPress, and you'll install it that way. I'm going to show you the right way to do it, and that is giving you full control over your WordPress install. So if you click Download WordPress, it'll take you to the screen, and then you can click Download WordPress 3.9.1. Chances are by the time you're watching this, it's going to change to 3.9.2 or 4 or whatever the next release is. So if you just go to wordpress.org/download, you get to this page. You can go ahead and click here. Go ahead and click Save File, and it's pretty quick. I'm going to go ahead and show you. It's in my Downloads folder under Downloads. Go ahead and close that. And the next step is I've got this site set up. It's quicknichesite.com. And if I type in quicknichesite.com/cpanel, it takes me to the cPanel install. This URL will change once you get to it, usually, depending on how it's set up. Now, we are in the main admin. Now, if I click File Manager, it'll pop me up this. If you don't ever want to see this again or it's different, make sure that it's set to webroot, public HTML, show hidden files, and .files, and you can skip this question in the future so you don't ever have to see it again. So go ahead and click Go. It'll bring open this panel, and right now I have an index file that just says Hello World, as you can see here. And that's really just a stupid way for me to keep track of it. I'm going to click Upload. I'm going to click Browse, and I'm going to go to my downloads again and find that WordPress 3.9.1, and I'm just going to go ahead and add that in there. And down here you'll see that it's starting the upload, and it takes a second or two, and then it's complete. And you can just go ahead and click back. Once we're back here, you're going to click Reload, and you'll see it there. And then just go ahead and click Extract. This is going to take out all the files from WordPress. And cPanel has this funny way of doing this, but it adds it to the WordPress directory. So if you double click in there, you can click Select All. You right click and click Move. You can take out this WordPress install here and go ahead and click Move Files. You'll see them disappear. You go up one level, and now you're back in here. Here's that WordPress folder again. We're going to go ahead and delete that. And we're going to delete the README because we don't need that. And we're going to delete this WordPress 3.9.1 zip file as well. Okay, so that leaves us with this. Now I'm going to go back to my cPanel install here, and the next step is to create a database. Now this is a lot easier than it sounds, but you are going to have to write this information down. So make sure that you have something like Notepad installed, or I'm going to use Sublime Text, and we're just going to type WP1 for now. And I'm going to click Next Step. And I'm going to click WP User. And you can use Password Generator. And this is where you're going to have to remember things. The password's kind of crazy, so I'm going to go ahead and copy it. And I'm going to go ahead and paste it right here. I'm probably going to get this database name here so that I don't forget it. I'm just going to go ahead and pop that in there. And we're going to have a database user as well once we click Create. This here. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and give it all privileges. You don't need to do this, and in a later video we're going to talk about revoking privileges and the only privileges that this user actually needs. But for now, we'll click on all privileges, click Next Step, and it's going to say Quick Niche user has privileges on database 1, and you can return home. If I go back to quicknichesite.com, I haven't removed the index.html file yet, so let me go ahead and do that real quick. Here it is, and I'm just going to go ahead and delete that. Make sure that you leave the index.php. That's the file that is required by WordPress. So now if I come back and I click enter, I'm still getting the hello world because of a caching issue. We're going to go to wp-admin. So you just type in wp-admin right after QuickNet or your domainname.com and click create configuration file. We already know this information, so we're going to go ahead and click let's go. And for the database name, we have that right here. That's this name here is the database. And then we need the username, which is my WP user. And then the last is the password. Okay, so mine's localhost. This says WP, and you can change this to whatever you want it to be. One of the advantages of changing it is it's a little harder for certain hackers to hack it for certain exploits, but it's not necessary. There are plugins that will do this for you after the fact, but I don't recommend it. I would recommend going ahead and changing it now. I am going to go ahead and change it to quick niche site, qns.com, and I'm going to click submit. And all right, Sparky, made it through this part of the installation. Now we can run the install wizard, and it's going to ask me for the site title, which I'm going to say is quick niche site. And the username, I'm just going to go ahead and type admin. Please use something other than admin. In a later video, I'm going to show you how to remove the admin user and change it to something else. So we're going to go ahead and add a password here. I'm just going to do something simple for me to remember. All right, that'll work. And my email, I'm just going to go ahead and put jt@johnsThomas.com. Okay. So after I'm done, we're going to get to this login screen, and I'm just going to go ahead and type in the username and password. And that should let me in. Okay, so now that I'm in WordPress, I can go ahead and customize it with settings, posts, pages, themes, plugins, and a bunch of other things. In the next video, we are going to start talking about configuration, and then we'll be talking about plugins and different themes to use. So I hope you enjoyed, and take care.